The Book of Ezekiel, Chapter 1. On the 5th day of the 4th month of the 13th year, I, Ezekiel, the priest, son of Buzi, was living with the Jewish exiles by the river Chebar in Babylonia. The sky opened. I saw a vision of God. It was the 5th year since King Joachim had been taken into exile. There in Babylonia, beside the river Chebar, I heard the Lord speak to me. I felt his power. I looked up and saw a storm coming from the north, lightning and flashing from a huge cloud. The sky was rolling in, glowing. Where the lightning was flashing, something shone like bronze. At the center of the storm, I saw what looked like 4 living creatures in human form, but each of them had 4 faces, 4 wings. Their legs were straight, and they had hooves like those of a bull. They shone like polished bronze. In addition to their 4 faces and 4 wings, they each had 4 human hands, one under each wing. 2 wings of each creature were spread out, so that the creature formed a square with their wings tips touching. When they moved as a group without turning their bodies. Each living creature had 4 different faces. A human face in front, a lion's face in the right, a bull's face in the left, an eagle's face at the back. 2 wings of each creature were raised so that they touched the tips of the wings of the creature next to it. The other 2 wings were folded against their bodies. Each creature faced all 4 directions, so the group could never go wherever they wished without having to turn. Among the creatures, there was something that looked like a blazing torch, constantly moving. The fire would blaze up and shoot out flashes of lightning. The creatures themselves darted to and fro with the speed of lightning. As I was looking at the 4 creatures, I saw 4 wheels touching the ground, one beside each of them. All 4 wheels were alike. Each one shone like a precious stone, and each had another wheel intersecting it at right angles, so that the wheel could move in any direction of the 4 directions. The rims of the wheels were covered with eyes. Whenever the creature moved, the wheels moved with them, and if the creature rose up from the earth, so did the wheels. The creatures went wherever they wished, and the wheels did exactly what the creatures did, because the creatures controlled them. So every time the creatures moved, or stopped, or rose in the air, the wheels did exactly the same. Above the heads of the creatures, there was something that looked like a dome, which made a dazzling crystal. There under the dome stood the creatures. Each stretched out 2 wings toward the ones next to it, covering its body with the other 2 wings. I heard the noise their wings made in flight. It sounded like the roar of the sea, like a noise of a huge army, like the voice of Almighty God. When they stopped flying, they folded their wings, but there was still a sound coming from above the domes over their heads. Above the dome there was something that looked like a throne made of sapphire, and sitting on the throne was a figure that looked like a man. The figure seemed to be shining like bronze in the middle of the fire. It shone all over with a bright light that had in it all the colors of the rainbow. This was the dazzling light that showed the presence of the Lord. That was the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1.